So, I'm gonna come clean, okay? I've been producing content for about 34 years. I know on my website it says 30, more than 31, but about 34 years. When I do stuff like this, I don't know if it's going to work. And, 34 years I haven't been on the internet. I've done it the old way too, 34 years ago. And today, when I produce something or put something out, especially this, I'm terrified. I don't know if it's going to be good, but I have fun doing it, and I kind of don't care. It's weird. It's a love-hate relationship. But, and I like the button ums, but it's come to my attention that a lot of people don't make content, not product, don't make content because there's always something wrong. There's always it's not the right time. I don't have the right mic. I don't have the right camera. I'll wait. You got to get out and do it. You just got to do it. Again, I know 1,000 different ways to produce something for YouTube because I've got other clients that I produce stuff for YouTube for them. That's how I make my living. But when it comes down to me sitting in front of you, I might as well hire somebody. I mean, it's scary. It's scary. So if there's somebody else out there doing it, I know I haven't been on very long, but if there's somebody else out there doing it, it's always scary. That imposter syndrome always pops up. No matter how many times you do it, I'm sure if you ask GB or Frivolous Fox, I'm sure they'll say the same thing. Imposter syndrome comes up and grabs you. Now again, I create content for an $18.6 billion a year company. And every time I make something, even though I'm not in it, I'm terrified. I hope they like it. I hope when I go to the board and they see the product and they to board committee and they see the product I produce to okay it to go out into the public, I'm on pins and needles. Now, this thing that I picked up on for me, I just decided to do it. I go, you know what? I need to do something so when I retire, I've got something going on. Some way to be creative and not just melt away into the nothing. Because to be honest with you, I can't quit being creative. So I noticed, years ago, one of the first commercials we did, it was for an asphalt company in California. And whenever I would do the local ad for the TV, we were new and we would go out there. The machinery was too loud. So I took some crazy Sony recorder out and I recorded just the ambient sound. And then got together with the guys that were starring in the commercial when everything was shut down. Because a lot of the dialogue was next to a bulldozer and then over next to a bobcat and then over next to a backhoe and I think a skid or two. So when everything was shut down, then I could come back and put once I did that with the ambient sound, I kind of found something else I liked. And that was going and getting these sounds and making these sounds and just really had fun doing it. So as I get closer to retire, I want to do sound stuff. I still want to do video, and I think what I'm doing here is great. It satisfies me. But I want to make sounds, and doing this lo-fi stuff, which is I really love. I think I'm going to do this quite a bit, but I'm also going to do other sounds too. We're getting back to the point. Because I sidetrack, I digress. I go off in left field, something shiny over here, shiny, shiny, shiny. But the whole point is that I see a lot of people online because I don't consume a lot of content, but I read the comments. And I see, well, I was going to do this, but my mic's not good enough. Yeah. No, you just got to do it. I mean, I remember, like I said, I remember back 31 years ago, and I know I'm ranting. I remember just going and doing it. We were young and we just didn't know any better. Now, today, oh, my lighting's not right, my hair's not right. Hey, look at this. It's getting close to Christmas, and guess who comes at Christmas? So this will grow out more. If you ever notice when I'm talking, I chew tobacco in my upper lip. But I've got it set up so I can just come and do a quick thing, which, believe me, I don't know if it's good or bad yet. But I'm enjoying it, but I can come and do a quick thing with very little processing, which I do on an iPad, and get something out, and then I feel like I'm creative. I feel like I did it. Now, for those who go, well, I don't have this, I don't have that. Once you get something posted, once you get it up and one person likes it, that's a whole different feeling. So get over the imposter syndrome. I know it's hard. Again, I still get it today. And I know you're looking at my channel going, yeah, he's only got 510 followers. But I have two other channels that I produce that one has well over 65,000, one has well over 1,776,000. And then I've got a podcast that's got 65,000 people. Again, I'm not in it. So it's always been, well, hey, I'll just set up, my booth at home, and I'll just get something going on. It's easy. But man, once I got in front of the camera, oh, yeah, different story. Oh, we're talking totally different. Oh, hey, are people going to think I'm stupid? But luckily, I got parents that raised me that doesn't matter what other people think, as long as I'm happy with it, as long as I like it. Now, it's important to me that you like it, but it's also important that I like it. So if I'm comfortable with it, if I'm getting my personality across, which a lot of this is about too, is that I want to be me. I want to do stuff that I want to do, and I want to see if other people like it. But I want to be me. I want my personality to come out, which sometimes I'm very stoic and kind of mean. But a lot of times I'm a jokester, and very, very, very super sarcastic, very sarcastic. Just, when you're on camera, just try to be you. And believe me, I know it's super hard. After all those years of producing stuff, and then all of a sudden this last, year and a half, 2 years, I get in front of the camera. I remember telling people, hey, get over it. One quick thing that I used to tell people is, hey, when you come out, because they wouldn't smile, I would say, hey, when you're walking out, when you're coming out into the scene, the word that, and try this. If you want to smile a bit more, and be a little bit more bubbly, excuse me, say the word that in your head over and over again in different funny voices. Try it now. I'll wait. It'll make you smile. Makes your eyes smile. If you just say the word that in all kinds of different little voices, crazy voices in your head, your eyes will smile. You'll smile. You'll be happier. You'll look happier on film. So this is my ranting, my lo-fi ranting, because I'm really loving this, and I want this to take off, and I want to get, I'm not really worried about 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I want 4 million. I just want to create something that a ton of people are going to see. It's not important to me as long as I got people watching it. That's what I like. I like people to watch, and it encourages me to make more things. And I got a ton of stuff I can do. I just got to figure out how to get it in this little room. And then I've got stuff I want to do, when I go out and make sounds. Because when I retire, I'm going to keep making sounds. Of course, I'm going to do them in a library and kind of maybe sell them. But I'm going to keep on making them. And I want to take you guys with me and maybe do an ASMR lo-fi when I do some like waves at night stuff. I do a little bit of talking. You can tell I swallow a lot because I have that tobacco, don't forget, so I don't want you to think there's something wrong with me, which I was watching my last video and I thought something was wrong with me, but some different things. And when I come across something like this imposter syndrome, I want to be able to share that with you guys. I want to be able to go, hey, I'm doing it, and you look at me today and how I'm coming across today with lo-fi and when I bring out my big mics. When I've got 4 million followers, I'm going to be the same way. I want to keep this persona. I want to keep this branding kind of message. The old scruffy guy. Now when I shave this thing off, I look like an aged 15-year-old. As long as I got this, I kind of look like I'm supposed to. But that's what I want to do. I want to have fun. I want to get on here sometimes. I want to rant, I want to rave, and I want to ramble. And I want to just talk about stuff that goes on. I'll be back with some more. All right, well, I'm back again. And I said I had like 510 subscribers to date. And that's okay. I've been doing it for a year, but I'm doing this differently. With the ones I produced, there's little things that I learned. Like we would get 100 subscribers. Then we'd start doing giveaways, stuff like that. But what I noticed was that a lot of times when we pulled those kind of tricks, we'd get the subscriber count up, but the view count would stay low. We'd give away stuff like we did I don't have it here. I'm using it actually, but we did a recorder review, and then I had the guy give it away. Okay, so it was like he had 480 subscribers, and we did a review and said, hey, if anybody wants this recorder, whoever subscribes, and they're going to get this. Well, I noticed that, boom, the subscriber count went way up, but the views stayed low. So I've done this one my own, kind of by the book. It's a lot slower. It's not very fast. But I noticed as my subscriber count rises to 510 now, I'm still doing a huge amount of views compared to my subscriber, compared to what I've seen before. So this one here, I want to take it slow. I'm going slow. Slow and lo-fi. That's what I'm doing.